The chase. Whoopee! Todd cried as he tumbled head over tail toward the water. He hit the surface with a splash. A second later, his friend Copper landed right next to him. Sure is a beautiful day, Copper said. Yeah, it sure is, Todd agreed. Suddenly, the friends heard a booming voice. Copper! The voice from it was Amos Slade, Copper's master. Amos was usually grumpy, but right now he sounded angry. Where are you, mutt? He shouted. Todd suddenly crawled into a hole between the two big boulders by the water. You could tell that Amos had his other dog, Chief, with him. Both the man and the dog wanted to catch Todd. Copper crept up beside his friend. I'd better go, he said. Amos sounds awful mad. Why don't you sneak back to your barrel so you're there when he gets back, Todd suggested. He can't be mad if you're already home when he finds you. Copper scratched behind his ear. But he's right in my path, and Chief is with him. Chief will hear me or smell me for sure. Todd grinned. Just leave that to me. He winked at his friend and dashed up the hill, right past Amos and Chief. There's that varmint fox, Amos cried as Chief took off after Todd, barking like mad. Amos gave chase, running as fast as he could on the long, skinny legs. Todd leaped over branches and darted around trees. More than once, Chief got close, but his hot breath on Todd's tail. Finally, the fox got away. Never mind, Chief, Amos said when he finally caught up. We'll get him later. Chief gave a final growl, but Todd had already escaped and was dashing home. Exhausted, Amos and Chief started home too. By the time they got there, Todd was napping next door in front of Widow Tweed's fireplace. Copper was sitting in his barrel waiting for his master. There you are, Amos grumbled. He shook his head. I suppose you've been sitting here almost the whole time. We could have used your help catching that dang fox. It's almost as if you were trying to avoid hunting him. Love you. Good night.